Hey guys, Liquid Fire here. Thanks for joining me again tonight. So we are back in pure rock crawling again, and we have jumped into the next map, which was something desert. I forget the name. Let me back the redneck mobile out of here and see if we can't check the name. Hang on a second. There's actually something else I wanted to show you anyway. So let me get over here to where the map is. Oh, about to lose it. Alright. So we did Red Rock Valley and the rest of Red Rock Valley and Canyon in the last run. We're in Dead Tree Desert tonight. We're going to do all 10 of the trails here. But I thought winter was the last map. There was actually another map after that I skipped earlier. So there's one called Ghost Mine as well. So we still have 3 maps to go through. We've done 2 and 3 more. And I haven't figured out how to get to them, if you still can. But there were additional maps that were part of the early access. And I've seen some videos when I was looking up the game, they were still able to access them. But I haven't figured out how, if you still can. So maybe that's not something that you can do anymore. I don't know. Keeping with the theme of changing up the vehicles, though, we did decide to go with what I think is probably the worst setup, and that's the long truck here. We put on the slick tractor tires. That's slick in terms of rock traction. We went to the leaf spring shocks, so the worst articulation, and I guess for handling you don't have as many different joints to articulate and turn and all that stuff as well with the leaf springs versus the 5-link suspension. And let's see, I did try to put on the transmission where you could use the brakes separately, and it's a pain to have to shift the way you do it with the mouse, so I went back to the other one. But I noticed something today that I had not picked up before, and that's the license tag. I didn't do that. So they're taking your Steam name and turning it into a license plate, and I never noticed it before. So yeah, that's a cool little thing that just goes a long ways, and that's pretty cool. So Liquid Fire right on the plates, that's pretty cool. And the name on the truck, Crawlerella, I like that. That's kind of cool. But we rednecked it. We put the old bad camo on it. Got the brush guard on the front. Left the back end the same. There were a couple that looked better, but left it the same. Of course, we put the snorkel on it because, you know, what good truck doesn't have a snorkel and the eBay light bar on top, or Amazon, I guess. So yeah, we rednecked it through the 8-ball on the side, the compass on the hood. So this is what I'm trying to kind of envision as a starter truck with a few little upgrades that should make it hard to do anything with. So we're going to try it, see what happens, see how she runs. So let's quit talking and start driving. Let's find a trail here. Where do we want to go? Let's go over this way. And again, if you remember from the first video, the articulation doesn't really seem to matter whether you got leaf springs or if you've got the 5-link. You still have a huge range of articulation. Alright, so what do we got here? Oh, I just about ran over the first one before we even got to it. So we're doing Dead Tree. And I think with this longer wheelbase, I'm going to struggle with these trails. You know what, I'm not so sure that the best approach isn't to try to go up over this rock right here. Straighten things out a little bit. Ooh, well, we had it. That stinking bumper I put on there. If I took the bumper off completely, I was debating. I had the option to take the bumper off. There we go. There we go. Oh, I brushed that cone. That long wheelbase is not being friendly. Yeah, so with these tires, you've got a whole different... I mean, I'm just not climbing it. Of course, it doesn't look like the back wheels are even spinning. Come on, truck. There we go. All right. So long wheelbase, bad shocks, and the slickest rock tires I can find does definitely make it more challenging. I don't like the long wheelbase at all, though. Oh, gotta back up. About to get in trouble. Come on. There you go. Ooh. Alright. Oh, we're pinned again. I think I put the 4-inch lift on. So we've got a little bit of a lift. Not that the lift would have necessarily helped too much with this, but... Ooh. I don't know if this is a really hard trail, if all of the trails are going to be significantly harder. Ah, hit the stinking cone. Or if it's because I'm in the truck with the bad tires and setup or what, but that was definitely a harder trail. So that's a good sign. So let's get over here to this one. So what do we have here? We've got tight squeeze and quick not easy. Alright, let's go do tight squeeze. Let's see where we start at. Alright, this well, let's see what we got. I feel like this section's going to be tough with this long wheelbase. Wow, we had some serious articulation. It was up through the bed there for a second. Pretty good for leaf springs. I think we're doing alright. I really thought we'd be getting hung up with this frame a lot more than we have. Alright, so we did good on that one. Let's see, was this quick, not easy? Yeah, quick, not easy. Let's try it. That looks like it's got some interesting stuff to go through. Oh, okay. It's gonna be... Let's get a better starting angle here. I almost want to go up behind that sign, but we'll stay on this side. See if we can get the front end to climb up here. Oh, slid right into it. Sliding again. Wow, how it didn't count that one, I don't know. Did it just say we hit that cone or gate passed? I didn't pay attention. Well, we bumped that one. Didn't run into it, just the body hit it. And ran over that one. Yeah, I reckon it's not an easy one. This is tough. I mean, that wasn't me playing around just busting through it. That was just trying to make it through it. That's a good challenge. I like that. Now, granted, I'm in the truck with the slickest tires and all that, but... Wow. I don't know how I'm supposed to do that in the truck and not bust anything. Like, legitimately, that was just hard to climb. That's awesome. Ooh. Oh! That front end just keeps sliding around on me. Oh, now the back. That's it. Done. We hit the cone. Smash that cone too. I mean, again, 55% trying. That's awesome. All right, so let's do this. Let's take the same truck and we'll just put on the rock tires and stuff and see how much of a difference that actually makes. So we'll go with the large rock tires, jump up to the 5-link, jump to the 5-link, go to the 6-inch lift. Alright, so still the long bed, which I really wouldn't be using if I was worried about doing it well. Let's see, where was it at? It was right over here. Tight, squeak, quick, not easy, right here. Alright. Let's see what type of difference we have just by changing out the gear a little bit. I'm still going to have the same problems out of the long wheelbase, which I just don't like and I wouldn't be using for a crawler, but... Ooh, I just barely touched that one. That bed. Hey, I've got a new achievement. I've touched 50 cones. Achievement for being bad. But immediately we got 85% on it. So it shows that there's a pretty steep difference in the setup. So that's cool. What is this? Smoke line? I don't think we've done smoke line, have we? I can't remember. Shit. Fine. We'll just run you over. Definitely do not like the long wheelbase at all. But here you can definitely tell a pretty significant difference with the tire setup. We saw it in that quick not easy. It definitely makes a difference having good tires and stuff. I should have just changed the tires. Oh, well, I just ran over everything. Anyway, I should have just changed the tires to see how much of a difference that alone made, but I don't see me doing too many perfect runs with the truck. Ooh, that front end just about hopped down. So did the rear end. Alright. Yeah, I think that's going to be kind of the theme with the runs tonight in the truck. We're not going to be getting hundreds. We're going to be in the that 85% or whatever range, which is fine. Oh, stop. Alright, yeah, like 2 stars. Oh, we did get the tight squeeze done. So where are we at? We're right here. So we've got a few around us. Let's do descend. I think if you just wanted to give yourself a challenge and climb around in the mountains, using the rock tires might be the way to go. But if you're wanting to actually do decently, I think going to one of the shorter wheelbases, like you would really want to do if you're trying to crawl. But this is my redneck starter truck setup, so ooh, just about rolled back into it. Tack angle is just too low. So I'm going to have to get further to the right. I just don't know how I'm going to do that without running over a cone. What? How did I hit the cone? Alright. I was trying to spin the back end around a little bit, but since we've hit that cone, we'll just go to the left and go on up. Alright. About got that one. We're going to hit that left cone. Yep, slid right into it. So 91%. Not great. Not great. Alright, so what else do we got close to us? High and low is not too far away. We've done descend. I guess we'll do high and low. So we'll do one or two more in the truck. And then I'll jump over to either the buggy or something short. Just to see how different it is. If we start getting hundreds, which I'm not really expecting that, but if we start getting much better scores, that'll really showcase the difference between the long and short wheelbase. Other than the approach angle, though, the truck does fine as far as climbing stuff, especially when you have the rock tires on instead of the tractor tires. And there may be things that it actually does better with the longer wheelbase that I'm overlooking just because of the spacing between the rocks, being able to tripod and stuff a little more. I don't know. Now, I don't think I actually hit that thing. I don't know what happened there. That's odd. I'll look at that in the video. Maybe the bed or something hit it. Ooh. Now, see, that one I would have understood if it said I hit it. We still got 100%, so I guess it's not a big deal. Alright, let's go, well, let's go over here. What do we got? Old Pool. I don't think we've done Old Pool. I don't remember doing an Old Pool anyway. Doesn't mean much that I don't remember it, but... Oh, wow. So we gotta go up over that. That ought to be interesting. Alright. I like that. If I have the approach angle to get up on it. That would have been a challenge with the tractor tires, I think. Easy there, killer. This could be tricky. So right there's a perfect example of where having a longer wheelbase may have actually been handy. And then here I may get framed down on these rocks because it's so long. Alright, so we did good on that one. I need to find a challenge board so I know where to go next. Over there's one. So do I want to change vehicles and see how we go, or just stay in this? We'll just stay in this. That's fine, whatever. We're not worried about getting them perfect tonight anyway. We're just going through them. Alright, so we've got hop over, edge control, and warm up. Looks like they're all pretty far away. So if I do it right, we can do warm up and then straight into hop over. So let's do warm up. Just need to figure out how to get to it. All right. Ooh. Oh, darn it. That wasn't even a really challenging part. But this is what I was talking about exactly with the longer wheelbase. Making some of these turns turn that front locker off to try to let it turn a little better. Ooh. Oh, I busted the cone on the back. Dang it. So warm-up isn't hard climbing, but you want to talk about tight for turning and stuff. That it is. Now something I was starting to mention earlier and got sidetracked. Oh, friend him was sliding. Something I started to mention earlier and got sidetracked like I just did when I was playing around with some of the different options for the rear bumper. It was changing the loadout and stuff, and you could see the shocks actually squat down and raise up depending on what you were doing. So like if I took the bed off and had like a rack back there or something, ooh, the weight was less, and you would see the shocks lift. And then if you put in something else, 94, you would see the shocks squish down. So there does seem to be loading. I don't know how much it matters, but there does seem to be loading too. So I think they've done a really good job with the stuff like that. I'm really impressed with it. And while I don't really prefer using a truck for this type of stuff, just because of the long wheelbase and trying to maneuver through the turns, for climbing and stuff, I don't care. It's fine. I don't like it for trying to navigate the turns, though. But outside of that, I think the truck's doing fine. There is a small issue with the approach angle, but I think that's reasonable. When you look at the truck, it's got the guard up front. Ooh, how about smash that thing? Not even... Alright, seriously. Hang on, let me get through here without hitting that. Still about hit it with the rear end. Oh. Dagnabbit. But I think it's reasonable to have the truck handled differently, so I think they've done a good job with that. Oh, that's going to be a fun turn to make. That would be tough in the little short crawler buggy thing. Oh, I need that angle of approach to get up. This is that same one where I had the problem going the other way. We had to go up the hill. I didn't have the angle to get up there, and I need now to get up there so I can turn. Trying to get the back end to spin around, but alright, that didn't work. If that front left will grab just a little bit more. Gate passed. We'll try to get the front end up here. There we go. That's what we were trying to get. If I don't hit that cone, it'll be a miracle. Oh, 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 don't roll. Don't roll. Alright. I just don't want to bump that cone now that I've made that turn. Did not expect to make that without hitting it. Alright. I'm happy with that one. Alright, so those were those two. There was one more to do. I just don't remember which one it was or where it was. So we'll use the little challenge board here. I like that they have the challenge... Oh. I like that they have the challenge boards all over, but if you don't stop... Alright, edge control. If you don't stop, you just roll right on past them while you're trying to look at things. Alright. So this is the last one for the night. We'll see how things go here. Looks like it's going to be tricky with turns. And I'm definitely going to have more work to do to get the 100% clean runs on these trails. And I think that's more because I'm in the truck than anything. And that's my constant bane, is that angle of attack. Ooh! Can I make that turn? No, we're going to slide off if I try that. See, right there's another spot where that longer wheelbase, seriously, all that, and then I clipped the upper one, where the longer wheelbase may have helped me out a little bit, keeping it from tipping on over. So there, and I'm guessing it did, I don't know, but there could be some benefits to a longer wheelbase, but overall, for making these turns, yeah, and see right there, the tailgate hit it. Just the back corner. It wasn't the tires or anything. Yeah, oh, I need to be further to the right. I just don't like the longer wheelbase. Are we? Oh. Holy Hannah. How am I supposed to fit through that, much less not touch anything? I don't know. I don't think this one should be called edge control. I think it should be called turn control. Jiminy crickets, look at this. Oh, and I just about ran over that cone backing up. Oh, this is not going to be good. Oh, we hit that cone now. Oh, and we hit that cone. Yeah, so this is not a good trail for... Jeez. This is a tough trail. Not a good trail for the truck, though. Or maybe I'm just doing really badly with it. I'm certainly not even going to pretend that I'm the best at the game. I mean, I've played it for like 2.5 hours or something. Alright. So that was ugly. That was really ugly. But I think that was all of the trails. Oh, come on. Yep, so that was all the trails. We did get 400% runs, which, yeah, okay, not bad. And then we got the 67, the 85s, 94s. So not exactly the type of run that I would like to have had overall. And I'm not going to say that it was certainly just because of the truck, but I do think the truck made it more difficult. And with those tractor tires on, it was definitely more difficult. It slipped around a whole lot more, and it definitely created a challenge. I should have just changed the tires instead of the shocks and the tires, but I think the tires were the big culprit there. You could see a huge difference with the traction. But you can kind of see what I'm saying here. You can just kind of go wherever you want. Again, I'm not in the... What in the world? Was I against the map wall? I didn't see it if I was. Use our little kick flip and try to get out. But what I was saying is, I mean, the truck just goes fine. It climbs over stuff. I mean, we're going through the trail quickly and just busting our way through. But I mean, even if you just decide to make your own path along the trails, as long as you don't run over the posts, it climbs around just fine. And I think there's certainly places where you could really try to push the limits with any of the vehicles, not just the truck, with some of these rocks and stuff. There's just a lot that could be challenging, like maybe getting up on this rock. I don't know if I can do it with the truck or not. Let's see. Got our tire on it. Come on. Come on. There you go. That's a good place to stop. I mean, that's a pretty heck of a good climb. When you look at what we just came up, that's pretty good. I like that. So yeah, they definitely climb very well. The tires and stuff, yeah, they make a difference. So all in all, I'm pleased, having fun. So we knocked out another map. We'll come back. I think winter was the next map to do. So next time we jump in, we'll try to work through the winter map, and then it's Ghost Mine, and that's it. That's the whole thing. Now I'll have to go back and get some perfect runs where I messed up, especially here in the truck. We'll go back to something with a shorter wheelbase for winter and see if I don't do a little better, because I struggled. Or, like I said, maybe it's just a really hard map. It's definitely fun though. I'm enjoying it. I don't think it's going to have a ton of replayability for me, but I think it's fun. I do think that they missed an opportunity by not really doing a progression system. I think that's a miss. I think they could have had a lot more out of the game itself if they had added that in. But yeah, it is what it is. At least you can get into something that climbs very well from day one if you want to. So that's always cool. Alright guys, that's it. We're wrapped up. We're calling it done. We'll catch up again on the next map. Alright guys, y'all have a good night. God bless, and happy trailblazing.